Oh.
There you go. We are recording, and I am Bernadette Chinley in Trinidad and Tobago, and I welcome my guest of every week, Miss Daria Jackson. Jackson?
Yeah. Legonier.
I'm getting better.
Yeah.
She lives in New York. Okay.
Brooklyn,
New York. Excellent. And Daria and myself met at an excellent event 2 years ago.
Is it 2 or 3?
3 years ago. 3 years ago. And we just became friends. We kept in touch with each other. And today hello, Sandra Long. Thank you for joining us. If you have any questions as we go through our discussion, our blab, feel free to put it in any question. If you want to come out and fill our open seat, you are welcome to do so, Miss Reverend Stephen, as well as Sandra. So yes, we met at a live marketing event, Daria and I, 3 years ago, and we've been friends ever since. We support each other, and that's what it's all about. And she does her training. She's an excellent person in terms of creativity, and I am just excellent blabber.
Yeah.
All right. Daria is a good blabber too, Anyway, so tonight we're going to be talking about prospecting secrets. And I know Daria is excited to share what she has to share with you, because she has the step number 2. Because a lot of people learn the elevator speech. They learn the speech to break the ice, to say, would you like to look at what I am doing? Those kind of questions. And then when the person says yes, you're like, what do I say now? Kind of thing. So I'll let Daria go first.
Oh, you're going to let me go first with the second part?
No, I'm going to let you do the first and the second part.
Oh. Okay. Well, I noticed a lot of the issues that network marketers have with prospecting is one, when they see someone, especially when they do, they don't.
What? You're kind of going in and out, Daria.
No.
Our guest, what's his name? Reverend Stephen is saying that he hates elevator speeches, and I do too very much agree with you, Reverend Stephen, that elevator speeches, especially when at least 50 other or 5,000 other people know that same speech, elevator speeches are not good. So then what you need to do is you need to, what we call, find your, what resonates with you. You have to put your identity in the elevator speech, so it becomes totally you. It becomes, your elevator speech has to identify yourself with you. So like, for instance, I've been actually working on my elevator speech for the last maybe 4 years. And my most recent one is, would you, like it says, do you believe, and believe is a very important word, because I used to say think, and think is not a good word. It's not strong enough. So do you believe that in today's day and age, social media is where your perfect customers are, and would you like to connect with them there? Now, it's got to be, so in other words, your elevator speech cannot be what an ad has on it that everybody sees on television. You know what I mean? So that's when elevator speeches. When we say elevator speech, we're talking about something that's going to raise somebody's interest, raise somebody's curiosity. And I give you a joke very quickly. I asked my elevator speech when I was sharing coffee, and we were on like the 4th floor, and the guy was stepping out on the 5th floor. He grabbed my packet of coffee and ran out the elevator with it. So I could not even take it back, because he did not give me his name and email so that I could follow up with him. So there, my elevator speech did not work for me. So are we ready to go, Daria?
I think so. I think
Okay.
so.
Sounding good.
How do I sound? I think I needed my earpiece, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Sounding good.
Okay, cool. What I was saying is that in most cases, when online marketers are marketing either online, offline, or cold marketing, cold prospecting, they really don't know what to say, and they're focusing on what to say instead of listening. And the biggest part is listening to what your prospect is saying. And you want to not communicate with your prospect with you want to have a purpose, but you don't want it to be like you're trying to get them something pretentious, is what I'm saying. So you want to make a friend. You want it to be very natural. And once you communicate with people and have a natural conversation, it's going to come up whether that prospect would even want to give you their number, or you would even want their number, depending on the conversation. But if you're focusing on how am I going to get the number, when do I pitch them, when is it the right time, and you're calculated, it's not going to be natural, and a lot of times it won't even happen.
Yeah, because you're getting yourself nervous.
Right. So you wanted to just think about when you meet someone and you're not even thinking about your business, but you just happen to meet someone. You're maybe at a party with someone let's say you're with someone at a party, and these are not your friends. You went with a friend, so you don't know anybody. So basically you're just saying, hey, how you doing? You just want to join in with the fun, whatever that is. Dancing, eating, conversation, and you're not thinking about the business. You're just in the moment. So it's very natural. Some people you just click with right away and feel like you've known them forever. And next thing you know, you have their number. So it's very similar. You don't want to be calculated, and they're going to feel that. They're going to feel like, okay, she's up to something. She's trying to do something. So you don't want to force it. And I just want to say, a lot of times when you're on social media, you may have about maybe 3 to 4, maybe 5 encounters before it even gets to the point where you exchange numbers or get them on the phone, because you want to find out about them and you want them to know something about you. And you want to even see if this is a person that you want in your network. After speaking to some people, you're saying, no, that's not the one. I don't resonate with this person. So you're not prospecting to sign up everybody. You're just prospecting to let people know what it is that you do and what they do. And a lot of times it doesn't happen right away. It may be years before these people join you, but once they know what it is that you do, you never know. They may run into somebody and say, do you know anybody that's in the travel industry? Do you know anybody that's in the card industry? I remember talking to you and you said something about you're in the card industry. Are you still doing that? Because I know someone that wants to sign up with that company. That has happened to me, as far as being a customer or a rep. And that's because I just decided to, oh, ain't that cute? I just decided to just build a relationship. That's it. It's not about pitching your link. It's not about getting them into your company. You're networking. And that's why it's called social media. And you're just sharing what it is that you do.
Excellent.
And if a person is interested in what it is you want to do, that you're doing, they're going to let you know. So you don't have to throw your link at them and throw up at them and on them and letting them know that you're.
Well, can I ask you a question, Daria?
Sure.
Yes.
Sure. What's the question?
Okay, so you've been doing network marketing for about 3 years, maybe 5 years, not too sure.
Yeah.
Around that time, right?
Years. Going on 5 years.
So my big question to you is, at the beginning, all that you're talking about is what you used to do, correct?
Right. Right. Especially in the beginning. Yes. Sending my links when they're not asking for
Excellent.
it. Yeah.
Because that's what we know, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's what we know, because that's what
and
our
ignorance on fire,
trainers, our sponsors, that's what our sponsors told us to do. Go meet somebody, give them the elevator speech, you share with them the product, and you get their name and their email, and you follow up with them. And there was no qualification, there was no conversation, etc., etc. So there are a lot of people in that stage still. And so my question to you is, how did you get yourself to realize, that's the first part of the question, how did you get yourself to realize that the questioning, the elevator speech, and the pitch and sending the link is not the right thing to do?
Well, I knew something had to be done.
Babe, can you get the answer?
Okay.
Can you answer? Did you hear the question? Because
yes.
Your
Can you still hear me?
picture saying poor internet signal.
Oh wow! Can you hear me now? I mean, am I good now? I don't know. You're not responding.
I'm hearing you in and out. I'm hearing you
wow.
in and out.
No. I knew something had to be done.
Okay, so you need to move to Verizon.
I have Verizon too.
You need to move to Verizon.
I think I might have to go back.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I've been hearing you the whole time. But I knew something had to be done because I wasn't getting any results.
Okay.
You know.
So
you can hear me now?
Yeah. So I'm gonna answer your question so that Reverend Stephen can hear what we've been working on.
Us fine.
Now, in order to move yourself from the elevator speech and sharing your product before you even build a relationship, before you even qualify the person that you're speaking with, okay? It's called taking the person taking the horse to the trough, but you can't force them to drink it. You got to realize that. And how I came to realize that is you look at the results. You know, you've been doing the elevator speech, you've been doing the sharing your product for 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, and your results have not changed. Then therefore, something that you're doing needs to change. And that's when I decided to get into a marketing platform, how they moved from the elevator speech to awesome results, okay? Because that's what we want. We want awesome results. So you're going to move to the space where the results are happening. So you got to listen to people who are getting results and they've actually put out products. And what I'd like to recommend for you tonight is a guy by the name of Ray Higdon. So Dario, seeing that you are typing up, you can put in your Ray Higdon link, that if anybody wants to, because the blab goes up and other people who come in later and they might want to watch the replay, they can see the link if they want. I mean, there's no biggie if you don't want to, but how to move yourself from giving the elevator speech, no results, to being comfortable being you and asking people questions so that they qualify the person that you're speaking with. You know, because I felt weird because before I learned this, I actually used to actually enjoy just walking up to strangers, making a joke, making them feel comfortable, laugh with children, laugh with the parents. And when I got into network marketing, I actually switched. I turned into the awesome marketer, and then realized, you know, hey, I'm not having fun, you know, and it's important to have fun. Otherwise, you're not going to keep doing it. Okay. Sure, Stephen, if you'd like to come in and share what your approach is. you can come in and join in the open seat. All right. And the guy that I got my first training on how to relax yourself, how to use questions for people to qualify for what you want to share. Because when you get into the questioning and you say, well, what are you doing? Are you happy with what you're doing? Would you like to learn? Okay. Would you like to learn about, how to become a better marketer? Would you like to learn how to find people on social media? You need to ask them, what have you been trying in the past? Has it worked? If it hasn't worked, no problem. No problem, Reverend Stephen. Thank you very much for sharing. Okay, Renee is coming in. Thank you very much, Stephen, for dropping by. Excellent, awesome. Oh, and I did not follow you. So I'm going to click on you very quickly and follow you. Oh. All right. So anyway, yes, so our friend Renee is coming in. She just got home. And I just sent her the link again for her to come on over. There's Reverend Stephen. Excellent. So I joined him. Excellent. So Stephen is saying, after you give your elevator speech and we chat a little bit about you, because I got a question just now on LinkedIn. I had to take a laugh. She's a marketing rep in a company that does data analytics and econometrics or whatever it is, okay? So she's asking me on LinkedIn if I would be interested in helping her company grow. That's her words. Can you imagine? She's asking me, would I be interested in helping her company grow and buy her programs from her? I have no idea what her programs are. Okay. You just shot yourself in the foot if that's your question that you're asking people. So Reverend Stephen says he wants to ask, so that's what he's pretending, that I'm the cold person that he's meeting. And he says, let me ask you 3 questions. Are you making the money you deserve? Is it recruiting? Is it recurring residual self-sustaining income? Are people coming to you and asking to do business? If you answered no to any of these questions, we need to have a conversation. Let's get together and chat. Then I listen. Your response will determine what happens next. That's a great one. Short and sweet.
Yeah, that is. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice and sweet. So yes, so he had to leave. So
yeah, I thought that was a great one. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. Can you go ahead now, Daria? Let's see if your internet is working better.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. Great. I've learned that over the years that you want to have like a break in communication, and that is considered big. So before you actually ask your question or begin to engage your prospect, you want to be in a hurry because you don't have a lot of time. So a perfect one would be like, since I go to a large congregation, I can, pick like 2 or 3 people every Sunday after service to chat with, to get an appointment with. So, I might say, hey, so-and-so, Willie's waiting for me out in the car, but do you know anyone that likes to travel? And get that response that way, so they'll either respond, well, no, but I'll let you know. But in most cases, they're going to say, I do. And I'll say, okay, great. Well, like I said, Willie is waiting for me in the car. How about I give you a call this week, Wednesday? Does that work for you? What time, and get it done real quick, because I'm in a hurry. And, before they say, what is it? Or if they say, what is it? But like I said, I gotta go. Willie's calling me. I'm gonna give you a call. You're going to be available. You confirm that they're going to be available at that time. Let them know I'm going to put you on my calendar. I'll give you a call then. I'll tell you everything that you need to know at that time. Cool? Cool. Real quick. But that break in communication is very important, in that being in a hurry, because, when you're in business, even if you're not in a hurry, act like you in a hurry. I got to go and pick up, the kids. I got to, whatever. I got to jump on this conference call. I'm about to take this call real quick on my phone. But by the way, you know anyone that, likes, whatever it is your niche is, your niche market is. So, since I am in the travel industry, to me, that's pretty easy. I can ask if they know anyone that likes to travel.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly. And then I feel like with your warm market, it's easier, especially if you're not the type of person that had all this influence prior to business, to lead with your product as opposed to the business. Because you can ask someone, would you be at all open to a side project that wouldn't interfere with what you're already doing? But it all depends on who it is that you're speaking to. Because I've even had people go flat out and say no. I'm like, really? So it just all depends on who your warm market is. And then that question is great for people that are in your cold market. You're having a conversation with them, and then you ask them that, because that's a great lead in. For those that don't know what to say, you're talking to somebody on the bus, on the train, at the bus stop, whatever the case may be, and Dunkin' Donuts. And then you want to slide that in there, after having a conversation with them, you could do that. That's a great lead in. But basically, that break in communication is very important. And the key is to be in a hurry.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I learned that early on, but I must say that is one of the hardest things to do, because your inclination is always to sit and explain, because you wish that somebody would have stayed and explained. But that is the number one killer in terms of getting the prospect to not want to hear anymore.
Right. Yeah. So to me, it works well, like after service, because everybody's rushing out anyway. So it's perfect, because that person may have to go as well. So
exactly. So therefore you need,
so that hurry thing is perfect. It's almost natural. You don't even have to make it up. So if it's, if you're not comfortable with it, then you create a situation where you would be comfortable in it. So for me, that's perfect. Even when you're calling your prospects, I got to jump on this call in about 5 minutes, and then you may want to share with them, ask them, are they open, or do they know someone, or what are you doing later? And what are you doing at 7:00? Oh, good. I'm coming over. You can even do that, depending on where the person is as opposed to where you are. Look, I got something very important to share with you, especially if it's a friend. I got something real important to share with you. What are you doing at 7? Oh, well, what is it? Look, I'm coming over at 7. You free at 7, right?
Yeah, but even when you do that, there's I got something really important to share with you. You still have to want to qualify that person to see if they would want to listen to you. So you do ask them,
right?
Do you love to travel, or is there any place that you really like to go that you haven't been able to go to, and would you be interested? What if I could show you how to get that, get to that destination? That kind of questioning.
Right.
And then when they say yes, then you say, okay, I'd like to show you what I'm doing.
Right, exactly. Because you do want to get some yeses, at least 3.
Yeah, you want to get them
at least 3 yeses.
Yeah.
And then you have to be excited, because you can't be all humdrum. Yeah. You know, it's recommended that when you do prospect that you pace the floors, you're walking, you're standing as opposed to sitting.
Yes.
You know, and it does change your whole mood, your whole tone, your energy, everything. And when they feel it over the phone, they're like, wow, well, what the heck is going on?
Maybe you should eat some chocolate before you get on the phone, you know, so you get your adrenaline going.
Yeah, or or just do some squats or something.
Do some squats, get your breath pumping, you know, feel as if you're out of breath. Get yourself
going.
Yep.
And you know, and even, you know, just be excited.
Yes.
You know.
Excellent.
So that the person at the other end is like, oh my God, well, what is it?
Yeah, what is she so excited about?
What is going on?
Yeah.
Girl, I got something you gotta see. You know, especially when when you're talking to your friends. Girl, I got something you gotta see this.
Gotta see this.
What time? Look, you gonna be home at 8? I'm coming over before they can even look. I'm coming over, hang up, I'm getting myself together, I'm coming over now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, you could do that with a friend, and they'll just be like, "Wow, okay."
Yeah.
And then when you get there, okay, so what is it?
Yes.
You know, and then you show them your presentation. You know, but you want to keep it simple. You don't want to complicate things.
Yeah.
You know, because it's not a complicated business. It's a people business, and basically you're networking, you're qualifying people, you know, before you move forward, because people will let you know whether you want to work with them or not.
Correct.
You know,
correct.
Based on the conversation. So you don't need to work with everybody. You need a couple of people, and that's it. Mm-hmm. You know, but you don't need everybody, and you don't want everybody.
Don't want everybody.
And then know that everything is not for everyone.
Yes.
So it's all good too.
Excellent.
And you just let them know, hey, I'm going to do this regardless. You know, you want to, have your posture, and you want to let them know, I don't need you. I mean, you're not going to say those words.
Yes, but it must be a subtle message.
Yeah. And you don't want to be addicted to the outcome, because like I said, everybody is not getting in, and everyone is not the perfect prospect. But it is a numbers game. So the more people you share your opportunity with, the better you get with prospecting. And eventually you're going to get that yes. And
Excellent.
that yes will be the right one.
Yes.
You know.
And again, in that, as you brought that point up, that everybody's not your how you call it, not for you, you must have a number in your head that you're going to do minimum every day. You know, you must talk to at least 5 new people. It must talk to at least 10 new people according to what your goal is for that month. Yes? Right. So let's quickly wrap up. Just repeat our points in terms of secrets to prospecting. There are loads. There are lots of stuff. There's a lot more steps than what we discussed here. But it'll take like 3 hours to bring them all out. So we're going to do over several blabs. We come here every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you like our topic of prospecting, our topic of recruiting, we're all about network marketing and growing your network marketing business. We're not telling you to change your network marketing. We just want you to become successful. All right. Daria is an independent network marketer, and I am as well. We're just friends. And what happens is that we share a marketing platform that we're on together. And what we're discussing here is the secrets to prospecting is, 1, you have to move away from your elevator speech, or you make that elevator speech your own. That elevator speech needs to be unique to you. It needs to be something in that brings your personality out. All right. The next point is you need to be in a hurry when you ask the question. And the third point is you need to qualify the person that you're speaking with. You don't want to be telling them everything right now. You want to be asking questions. When you ask questions, the person wait for the answers, right? You ask questions so that people can speak. So you don't talk. So that's how you learn to ask questions. And then when the person is speaking more, they're like, oh, thanks for listening. So then you made a friend. Okay. And then what you do the following day is when you meet people in the cocktail party, the following day, you call them up and say, hey, great, nice. It was a great meeting you yesterday, etc., etc. Hey, I have a question. Do you like travel? You know, so you could go into your more detailed questioning outside of the cocktail party so that the person doesn't feel. And if they say no, just leave them alone, you know?
Right.
And then you connect with each other on social media. That's what's great about social media. Talk to them on social media, share a couple of things, go on their Facebook profile, share what they do. And that way you remain friends. And then one day they might actually want to go on a trip and say, hey, I noticed that you're always talking about traveling and getting these great deals, you know?
Let me know what is that all about?
Yeah, what's all that about, you know? So Daria does travels and I save you from acid reflux. That's what I do.
That's a good one.
Right? I save you from acid reflux so that you can enjoy your coffee.
All right.
All right. Any points I missed there, Daria, so that we could wrap this up?
Yeah, you pretty much, you know, hit them. Being in a hurry and qualifying, listening is very important. You have to listen, you know, and do as less talking as possible. You want your prospect talking because you're going to learn from them, and then that will help you in your close.
Excellent.
Closing them.
All right. Excellent. All right. So I will